You can't get married. What? Black people can't marry white people.
Hey now. Don't be racist. You have to acknowledge racism to work against it.
Everyone, Jeremy here from The Quartering, and the millennial parenting generation is one of extreme laziness, one of zero responsibility for what their kids are into. It's one of using the iPad and iPhones and laptops and game systems far more than they should. Things like that are okay in moderation, but all too often I'll see at a restaurant a family of 4 with mom and dad, and every kid they have has their own iPad. Nobody's talking to each other. I see it in the cars when they're driving home, family in the car, everybody's on an iPad except for the driver. This is a problem in just modern day society in general, but it's especially true, it feels like, of younger parents in their 30s right now, who seem to spend a lot of time allowing modern entertainers, Hollywood, esports celebrities, raise their kids. The expectation from people on Twitter is that if you have a platform, then you must use it to educate the masses. In fact, there is no responsibility whatsoever for somebody with a platform to do anything they don't want to do. But that's, of course, the modern day millennial. Now, I know there are good millennials who watch this channel. Heck, I am a millennial. But ultimately, this is the sad distancing of the family. It is the hooking the kids up in the family up to their little electronic propaganda boxes, and the parents zone out on theirs, and the family grows apart. And when the kid comes home with problems in high school, the parents will say, "How could this have happened? Who could have foreseen this? Didn't Ninja tell you? Didn't Dr. Disrespect teach you how to be a good little boy or girl?" And that's exactly what's happening. And now Ninja, by the way, don't care for the guy in the least. But now I'm forced to defend him because of a statement he made. Ninja argues it's not my job to educate kids who make racist or whatever comments. Twitch's most popular streamer says he still won't stream with women. By the way, totally fine. There's literally nothing wrong with that, but these weirdo game journalists keep bringing it up like it's some sort of own. If he doesn't want to stream with a woman because he feels like it creates weirdness or rumors or it affects his wife in a negative manner, that's entirely his right. Maybe his wife just doesn't like it and he's just, being a good husband. What's wrong with that? The world's top streamer, Ninja, has argued it's not his job to educate young people who use bad language in his chat. And he's right, like 100% he's right. In a new broad-ranging interview with the New York Times, Blevins was asked about behavior of young people in his chat, and specifically he felt he could mitigate the bad behavior. The streamer argued that it was down to parents and not him to educate children who post this type of comments during his streams. Quote, "Your information and data are precious and should remain private, but it sucks that there are kids who can say things that are or be incredibly aggressive and have zero repercussions," he said. "It would be awesome if when someone said something like that, you could be like, let me look up this dude's gamer tag on the website. If the law could do this, not a normal person, then boom, it's Jimmy. He said, let's call his parents." He added, "But then it comes down to parenting. You want to know who your kid is? Listen to him when he's playing video games when he thinks you're not. Here's another thing. How does a white kid know he has white privilege if his parents never teach him about it or don't talk about racism?" Oh my God, there's no such thing as white privilege. This is why I don't like Tyler Blevins either. If they're gaming and their first interaction with this type of thing is one of their friends saying the N-word, then they have no idea what it is. What if it's on my stream? Is it my job to have the conversation with this kid? No, because it's the first thing that's going on my head is this kid's doing it on purpose to troll me. If someone says something, a slur on someone else's stream, it could potentially get that streamer banned. It's awful, but it's like the first thing I think of. Jessica Blevins' wife tweeting, if any of these people actually watched Ninja's stream, they know how many times he's spoken out about the issues of white privilege, having zero tolerance for racism in his games or channel. He does his part. He's just not holding a seminar on the topic. A reasonable reply, I would argue. Later in the interview, Blevins was asked if he still stood by the comments he made in a 2018 interview, claiming he would not stream with female players. Again, literally, who cares? Like, literally. Why is this an issue? If a woman was saying, I don't want to stream with male players, everyone would celebrate that. Quote, it's astonishing that someone could think it's okay to say bad things to women. But with that level, with the level I'm at, and a lot of the top streamers are at, I know how it is with actors, he said. I don't want to start drama, but Justin Timberlake, he's married, was filming a movie, was at a bar, was holding hands with an actress. They were just working together. But all it takes is one moment, and now it's horrible, even if just accusations. These accusations are what made me say that about female gamers. I was like, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that no one can even start a rumor or make YouTube clickbait videos. Ninja is playing with this person a lot lately. They're flirting. Here's a clip. You know how to not make that happen? You don't let it happen. That's why when I was going through my head, and I stand by not having a lot of alone time with women in general if you're a married man. By the way, based. Good take. You know, Ninja may espouse some dumb ideas like white privilege, but he's 100% right in that. When I used to do conventions or when I'm out, you know, you just don't put yourself alone with women in general. If you have female friends and whatever like that, you know, it's fine. But, you know, oh, you have dinner with a girl who is your friend at a restaurant, and then somebody sees you and it creates all this trouble, and something that was harmless turns into this weird thing. I completely understand why you wouldn't do it. Quote, I mean, they could be your friend and that's totally cool. But if I randomly start playing with a woman, no one knows, people are going to start talking. So if I'm going to play with female players, I do it with a big group so that it's not one-on-one interaction. 100% fine. Asked if he believed in the possibility of a platonic friendship with people of the opposite, Blevins said, of course a guy and a girl can be friends without getting intimate. I don't really buy that. I think in the overwhelming majority of cases, a guy and girl who are like both single, or even if not, and if they spend a lot of time alone together, one of them is likely to catch feelings. Now, obviously, I can hear you all typing saying, I have a guy friend that's not, and I have a lady friend that's, yes, I understand. It's not impossible. But when you spend a lot of time, there's just biology in place here that, you know, is a thing. You know, that's why all these work relationships happen all the time. That's why men and women step out on their husband and wives with people at work, because they're spending a lot of time with that person. Tension builds. Biology happens. It's just a reality of it. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's just the way it is. As if you believe a platonic, yes, of course. But it's like temptation, man. Actually, I don't want to use that word because I have control of myself and 100% of respect for my relationship, but I don't know how to word it. No, temptation is the correct word. I don't know how people are going to take this now, like, oh, he can't trust himself, blah, blah, blah. Dude, no. But when you're not Joe anymore, who can have a drink with his coworker and no one gives a crap, I don't have that luxury. He's 100% right. He does look really sick here. He needs to eat like a cheeseburger or something. Ninja eats something. But if you look at Twitter, of course, the Ninja controversy is just white people deciding what is and what isn't ist again. For people, and then Christian Summer sticks up to him saying that, hey, people, you know, for people calling him ist because of his statement, they're an idiot. He's a businessman. These type of slurs on his stream could potentially and eventually get him banned if you don't stop them. He could take a minute to educate his viewers. No, he doesn't have to do that. That's the ridiculousness of it all. You know, the thing here, I look at this. As a cisgendered man, I should speak first about the patriarchy. As a U.S. citizen, I should first speak about xenophobia. When I'm able-bodied, I should speak about physical disabilities. Unearned blessing is a call of duty. Well, that's fine, Tay Zande. I think that you can use that type of stuff if you want to lecture your viewers on how to act. But most people don't tune in for that. Most people don't want to tune in to a guy playing a kid's video game and get a lesson. And Twitter is full of people just calling them terrible things. I personally feel like Ninja saying, "I'm not your parent, not my problem," is a cop-out. All he had to do is discuss it once. Bull. Spit. That's bull. If he said something once, he wouldn't be enough. It's never enough for these weirdos. A guy by the name of Ninja gets called an IS for supporting BLM when he's playing video game with many black celebrities, including Drake, Travis Scott, Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm honestly mind-boggled. I mean, Ninja is definitely a far lefty. Or he's definitely a lefty, I'll say. And the idea that this dude has any responsibility over what kids say. Here you see Ninja knows a good chunk of his audience are racist and white nationalists. The math is not hard on this. Really? Can you provide any evidence of that? These people are insane. Yeah, raise your own dang kids. And then Kotaku, of course, Ninja sounds fed up. Yeah, when we came back from Mixer, I knew it wasn't going to be the biggest streamer in terms of viewers anymore. You don't need to be the number one. Leave, come back, you're number one again. I get people coming in my chat, and they're like, "You're falling off, lol, good move, Mixer, man. The Mixer move was smart. I don't regret anything I've done." How could he? He got like, what, $20 million to work for 6 months, something like that. The Mixer move was smart. I don't regret anything I've done. I could teach all these kids talking junk, but when you reply to them, they're like, "You said my name. Their name's Fart Sniffer, and you read their name." And yeah, he's not wrong. He sounds fed up about hearing about his own stance on not streaming with women. A bad take. He's walked back to some degree. It's not a bad take. He doesn't want the rumors. He doesn't. Maybe his wife isn't comfortable with it. What's wrong with that? A bunch of single cat men probably write this stuff. Ninja still fears gossip over streaming with women. So what? This is so weird. I don't care to watch Fortnite. I don't care to watch Ninja. But ultimately, I have to defend him in this. Parents, raise your kids and stop asking people like Ninja to do it for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.